differently in the second half to win more of those rounds? And what do you think you need to do to combat that so it doesn't continue on to this
Honestly,
fight?
I won't say so much more than what he did. Here's the bottom line. It's what Sergey didn't do.
Okay.
Sergey didn't sustain that attack like he did in the first half of the fight. That's the biggest drawback. And that's what helps. That's what helped Ward come on in the second half of the fight. It's not what he did, it's what Sergey didn't do. If Sergey kept the same pressure and the same pace he had the first half of the first fight, he'd have won the fight. But he let himself down by not sustaining that attack. And it gave Andre, I guess, reason in the judge's eyes to be able to come back and get the decision.
Do you think that maybe Sergey has always had people kind of fight his fight, and maybe in the fight with Ward made it more difficult for him?
No, honestly, I just think the fact that Sergey, if he says he got fatigued, it didn't allow him to keep up the pressure the way he was doing it. That was his biggest downfall. Because up until that point, when he let Ward back in the game by not pressuring Ward, he was dominating. Ward was befuddled by the jab. He was off balance. He knew what to do. The combination with catching, and he was pretty much he was baffled. But once Sergey slowed down, now Ward got a chance to start thinking more, got back into his game, and allowed him to creep back into it. Not to win it, but he did just to get made it closer. But he got the decision. So if Sergey can, if the condition is where it's supposed to be, he didn't allow Ward to do what Ward's going to try to do, then he wins the fight. Because he proved that in the first half of the first fight that he could do that. But he didn't prove he could sustain that attack. That was the downfall.
You think this is more of a fight, not so much the physical, the second fight, but more between the ears, mentally, who's going to be stronger?
That could play a part. If you're not a strong mental sound fighter, that could play a part. But both fighters are pretty mentally strong and sharp. So that's all the BS they're talking. That's gamesmanship. They're all trying to get inside each other's head. That's all that is. But once the bell rings and if Sergey hits him with a good shot, that's going to change Ward's perception. Now, if Ward can deflect and all that, then Sergey's in trouble.
Is there bad blood between these two guys, or is it just created, pre-fight?
If it's bad blood, only they know why. I don't see what it should be.
Kovalev has been saying that Ward and his team